How's it going, guys? Back again with another video. Today we're talking about the Futaba DLPH-1. Let's get into it. So, brand new from Futaba is the DLPH-1. It is a dual link power hub for Futaba. So what it does, let me get this thing unboxed here. First, let's see what comes in the box. So, in typical Futaba fashion, we have a manual here, have our warranty card, and right here we have the DLPH-1. As you guys can see here. So it comes with some great mounting tabs here. You got inputs for 2 different batteries with XT60s here. You have your row where you can connect all your servos here. Up top, you're gonna have RX1 on this side and RX2 on this side. So what this does is if you have 2 RXs hooked up to it, so say you have 2 7008s hooked up to it. If one loses signal or has a degrading signal, it's automatically going to switch over to the secondary receiver that's on here as well. That's going to help in situations, I mean, this is purely meant for giant scale airplanes, jets, large scale warbirds and things of that nature. So that's going to help significantly. If you do have an issue with the receiver or just a loss of link for a short time, it'll be able to go ahead and switch over to the secondary receiver. That's going to be plugged into here as well. This also comes with some mounting tabs there, but it also comes with its own soft switch here that you can use to power this on and off. The battery inputs can be 2-cell LiPo, 2-cell Life, or 3-cell LiPo. Another great feature that this has is it has a smart cutoff mode, right? So say you have a 2-cell LiPo plugged in here. 2-cell LiPo here on the side, it's got 11.1, 7.4, and 6.6, right? So if I flip the switch that's here on the side up to the middle, which is 7.4 volts, that means if it recognizes that the batteries that are plugged in are at 7.4 volts, it will not arm the setup for you. So for guys that get to the field, fly all day, you know, sometimes we forget to check our batteries, things of that nature, or just, you know, midway through the day, you just forgot to go ahead and plug your batteries up to the charger and get some more charge in them. This thing will not allow itself to turn on if it senses the battery below that kind of 40% margin, 50% margin, which is why you set it here. So if you're using a 3-cell, you would set it to 11.1 volts. If you're using a 2-cell LiPo, you would set it to 7.4. If you're using a 2S Life battery, you'll go ahead and set it to the 6.6 here, and it's all toggled by this switch here. So that's a very unique feature to help keep this from allowing you to take off with a dead battery, which I think is really important. You can run up to 15 of the HPS servos that Futaba sells, so say the A700s or the AA700s that are out now, you can run up to 15 of those, no problem on this setup. If you're just using standard digital servos, you can go all the way up to 18, which is great. But yeah, new DLPH-1 out at Futaba now. You can pick it up at Futaba USA. It sells for $199.99. And it, like I said, it is available now and ready for you guys to pick up. I will likely do a setup video on this in the future. If that's something you guys are looking forward to seeing, please let me know in the comments. That way I'll be able to know for sure, and I'll go ahead and get it done for you guys. Thanks again. See you guys soon. Yo, everyone, almost forgot. The DLPH-1 is not regulated. I repeat, it's not regulated. So I told you that it can take a 3S LiPo input. Yes, it can. Only when you're using servos that are 3S capable. It is a direct pass-through on voltage. It will not regulate it down to a safe voltage for, say, servos that can only handle 8 volts. So, again, it can take 3S input, but it will not regulate it down to 2S for servos that can only take 2 cells. So, please, Don't go and say, AC told me that it can take 3S. It can, but can your servos take 3S? If your servos can take 3S, great. You're good to go. It is direct pass-through on voltage. But if your servos cannot take 3 cells, then you need to use a 2-cell LiPo or a 2-cell Life battery with the DLPH-1 if you're using it in your Warbird or your giant scale airplane. Just a quick addendum. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.